And good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to Wausau West High School, nestled in the hills of eastern Marathon County here in Wausau. And we have a pretty fun game lined up for you here. I've got a couple hours to tell you about it, but yeah, we've got an enrollment discrepancy between the two, but it's going to make for a pretty interesting game. Just a few minutes ago, I had a chance to chat with Columbus Catholic manager Jared Kresselt about the game that is happening here today. Here with Columbus Catholic Dons manager Jared Kresselt. An interesting game today. You get to play against a school with 1,500 kids. You got 150 kids. Just tell us about the opportunity to play a Division I baseball team here today.
Yeah, we're very thankful. I know Coach Gravine and Coach Konieczny had known each other since they were little. Not they were little, but their boys were little. So Mac has played with his boy, and I think that's just kind of how it got connected. I think with them losing a team in the Valley, they needed to pick up, quite a few extra non-conference games. So, we're just blessed with the opportunity here. Beautiful facility. Like you said, great competition. I can't ask for much more to have our guys face, some of the best around, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, winning the game, obviously top priority, but secondary to that, to me, what do you want your guys to get out of this? Say a couple weeks from now or when playoffs open up, what do you want them to find about themselves during this game?
Well, I'm assuming we'll see some better velo than we have seen recently. Probably way better pitch locations. But just overall, I want to compete. Like, those guys know that's my kind of mentality. I play with them every day in Fayette, so I'm trying to win every time. So they know my mentality with that, and just we talk about that day in and day out, just competing every pitch, every at bat, every play that's to you. And then we've also kind of gone with got some guys that are very hard on themselves because baseball is tough. Baseball is a tough sport, so you're failing 7 out of 10 times and you're successful, but it's hard to accept that. But kind of going with that, we've brought in like a Nick Saban, like a so what, now what? We've talked about that so much, and baseball is so much with that to where there's so many times I'm just looking down, it's a bad swing or just a bad strike call. So what? Now what? Okay, got to move past as quickly as we can, and then we'll go from there. So yeah, looking forward. This will be a fun one to look back at. Hopefully that we're kind of getting ourselves out. We played D2 or D3 Mosinee, played D3 Stratford. We got Adams Friendship on Monday. So we really kind of bumped up our non-conference schedule this year in hopes to prepare us for next year. And we had a pretty solid schedule last year, but we didn't compete in a lot of those games. I feel like if we beat the teams we probably should have beat, we didn't compete in those other games. So I want to see that to where we're competing with everybody and anybody. And then if we're playing our best baseball, I'll take us up against anybody, any day of the week. But we have to clean a lot of things up defensively, move runners better, hit our spots pitching. So, yeah, it's baseball. It's a Friday night baseball game, so I'm excited for that too.
You won your last 9. What's been the secret sauce the last couple of weeks?
Oh, man, our hitting's been awesome. Defense has not been there, unfortunately. Like I said, I pride myself on that, and it's very frustrating, irritating. So, like I said, I'll take my lumps with that. That's on me to get those guys better prepared for that. But, just hitting really well. A lot of situational hitting, too. I feel like really a lot of we swings, not me swings, and that's kind of another thing we've been preaching. It's we before me, and in baseball especially. Guy grounds out to second base, scores a run. Yeah, you're upset. Your batting average is going up, but guess what? We just scored a run on a manufactured run. So that's baseball. I think these guys aren't fully getting that yet, which is a good thing too because they're holding their standards very high. But it's also been good stuff too, just sac flies, moving runners over. Hitting the ball in the gap. So,
lastly, Coach, 2 games against Loyal next week. Yeah. Probably a conference championship decided next week. How do you see your pitching coming into this game? How do you get things lined up to still give yourself a chance to win today, and the 2 important games next week?
Yeah, I think my goal. Obviously, I want to win every game. But like I said, kind of narrow it down. We'll have pitching lined up for that. And now that's kind of what's on our radar outside of the next 2 games, but. Looking ahead for one of our goals is to be a conference championship team, and so it starts next Tuesday. And but this is good. We get to see some good work tonight. So a good team on Monday kind of help build up to that. But yeah, our pitching will line up good for that, well enough for that to where we got some arms. We got extra arms too. That 3-4 years ago we didn't have as a program. You got your 4th, 5th guy can come in and do some damage, throw some strikes, and keep teams at bay. So.
And big thanks to Columbus Catholic manager Jared Krusselt spending time with me shortly after the bus got here, which was just right after I showed up, and here we are. By the way, Jason Zaleski here alongside Braden Bullis as we bring you, again, an interesting game, a non-conference game here today. As talked to Joe Albee, the manager for the Warriors, Wausau West Warriors, and kind of had an open date on the schedule, and he's got a high opinion of this Columbus Catholic baseball team, so he thought it'd be an interesting game to have for his team coming in. You heard from manager Jared Krusselt on his ideas here and just trying to give his kids the best competition that they can find. Let's take a look at the schools here as we look at the size comparison. Well, there's what we're up against today. 1,500 kids, Wausau West, obviously one of the larger schools in the state with over 1,500 students in the 4-grade high school, freshman through senior 9th through 12th grade here at Wausau West. And then Columbus Catholic, 157 kids, 9 through 12. And it's an interesting matchup because of that. As a Division I baseball team playing a Division IV baseball team, I think it's a great opportunity for both teams. I commend and congratulate these teams for playing each other here today. I think there are both teams will get a benefit out of this game today, win, lose, or win or lose. There are no draws in baseball, right, Braden? So win or lose, both teams will get a good quality outing here today out of this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings again. It's a non-conference game, but we'll show you conference standings anyway. First, for the Cloverbelt East, you see the Columbus Catholic Dons on top, winners of 9 straight, undefeated in conference. And you heard my talk with manager Jared Krusselt. The big games on the schedule are next week, where Columbus Catholic and Loyal will tangle twice, once on Tuesday, once on Thursday. You'll see both games here live on Zaleski Sports. Of course, but that's where the championship will be won. So today's game for Columbus Catholic, kind of a primer for that, get another game on the schedule. Play, obviously a much bigger school and see some different things and hopefully make the team better if you're Columbus Catholic, hopefully make the team better for next week and come playoff time. But what's on the mind of these Dons after today's game, of course, are 2 against the Hounds next week. Take a look at the Wisconsin Valley Conference standings coming in today, and as you see for Wausau West, a much different story, a group that's rebuilding here and attempting to find their way just through the season, not even necessarily through the conference. You can see this is likely Stevens Point's conference to win. Evergreens fans may not like to hear that, but it is the Panthers' conference to win this year. Now, there are some games we played. For Wausau West, they're out of the championship hunt here on May, May 8th. So that's not what's going on here. For Wausau West, they get to play, according to the coaches, the number 4 ranked team in Division 4. And it is a quality Don squad this year. There's no doubt about that. Rankings can be debated, but it's a good team. So they get that experience today to go along with playing the other Valley teams that they have on their schedule. And we commend Braden. You can take those off the screen now. But yeah, we commend these teams for having the guts to come out and play this game here today. A lot of people can say, well, that's not fair. The school is 10 times the size of that one. Yeah, but there are just 9 on the field at a time, and so your best 9 and their best 9. And again, each team has goals they want to achieve here today, and they play the game with that purpose. And of course, as Herm Edwards famously said while he was the coach of the New York Jets, you play to win the game. And somebody will win this game and feel a little better about themselves after today, no matter who it is. Starting lineups being announced on the field. I'll tell you about our umpires. That's my favorite team on the field. A.J. Ligman is on the bases, and Rich Hull behind the plate, both having a state tournament experience. You get 2 fine baseball umpires here today, make the game just that much better. Starting lineup, or the batting order, I should say. Batting order for the Columbus Catholic Dons looks like this. It'll be Devlin Timler, followed by Matt Konechny, Carson Eckes, Carter Summer, Tyler Hargraves, Caleb Pankratz, Ryan Bernick, Holden Lomax, and Rocco Maher. That's your Batting order for these Columbus Catholic Dons, managed by Jarrett Kresselt. Again, it is Timler, Konechny, Eckes, Summer, Hargraves, Pankratz, Bernick, Lomax, and Maher. For Wausau West in the field, pitching is Marshall Helke. Catching, Rohan Robbins, Ro Robbins, as he'll be forever known on this broadcast today. Ty Teske is at first base, Will Stengel at second. At the hot corner, Carson Thurs. Shortstop is Joe Gravine. And in the outfield, left fielder Alex Kapitz, center fielder Miles Waldvogel, and right field is Cam Blasky. And again, they are managed by John Albee. We will pause and keep you here for today's national anthem. All right, just about set for baseball here in Wausau today. During that anthem, I took a look around. The Columbus Catholic Dons fans outnumbering Wausau West by about 10-1. Now, those Warriors fans may still be on their way, but there's a great size discrepancy here in the fan bases. Again, about 10 Dons fans for every one Warriors fan so far. But again, I see more people in the parking lot making their way here, so more to come. I would suspect most of the Dons fans that are planning on attending here today are already here, so that ratio will collapse as they get closer to first pitch, which was scheduled, advertised 4:30. It's 4:32 now, so we're a tick late. Take a look at today's weather. 66 degrees right now. It doesn't feel like that, Braden. It feels colder than 66 to me, but probably because of the wind. The wind is blowing out from home towards right field, so left-handed batters may have an advantage here today. According to my weather app, it's an 11-mile-an-hour wind, so wind blowing out. Mostly clouds, but as I say that, the sun has come out, but mostly cloudy here today. But some breaks of sun have been happening for the last hour plus of myself and Braden being here. And you probably hear the wind picking up through the microphone, gusting to around 20 miles an hour when it does. So, 60s, a little windy, a little breezy, sometimes sunny. Better than it has been for the last couple weeks. Yeah, Braden's in agreement with me on that. It's been a tough spring to consider spring. If you think about this, spring turned on March 21st, and it's been winter though since. We had a day or two of 70 or 80 along the way, but it has been two more months of winter here in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin anyway. Maybe where you are has been better. I hope so, because there have been some downright cold days over the last month around here. Okay, so on to baseball. Devlin Timler steps in again. Marshall Helke on the mound for the Warriors, and first pitch flies at 4:34 here on this Friday night. And must have missed. Okay. Maybe it was a strike. We don't know. Check swing, no. Appeal, and A.J. Ligman says Timler did not go around. So pitch here from Helke on what might be a 1-1 count. Wind picks up and swing and a miss by Timler, and we got some extra sound effects from the press box as that pitch flew in. All right, I see what's going on here. I like it. A little bit of fun. Have some fun playing baseball. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Timler goes down swinging as Helke changed him up.
Now batting
Timler out in front of it for the first out here today. So here's Matt Konechny now, catching for the Dons. I'll go through the Dons' whole defensive alignment when they take the field in the bottom of the inning. First to Konechny, fired right back up the box. It was a ducking Helke. He didn't want any part of that action, ducked out of the way. And Konechny aboard with the one-out base hit. And this will be center fielder Carson Eckes. Today's pregame, by the way, brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Been providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. Get a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. Auto Select, you're good to go. Pre-game coverage today from those nice folks. We got a 4th inning stretch too, Braden. I didn't know that. You didn't tell me that. Well, I like it. I like it. All right, so here's Eckes. Throw over. Konechny is going to go to second. That throw got away. Konechny's going to turn for 3, and the error from Helke is going to put Konechny over to third. So E1 for those of you scoring along at home. Just throw came in low. Ty Teske playing over at first, couldn't pick it. Ball goes all the way up the right field line. Last Don's game I did, I was commenting on Mac's shoes. Now he changed his shoes. I hope I didn't offend him. But again, Jason Zaleski here. Braden, you see his batting gloves, his running gloves, batting gloves, kind of that baby bluish color. He had shoes that matched, and I mentioned it on the broadcast. Now today he's got white shoes on, probably because of turf. Different shoes for turf versus dirt, right? Yeah, probably. Probably has nothing to do with me. I sure hope not. 1-1 from Helke to Eckes. Off-speed pitch. Eckes bangs that over to first. The throw comes home. It's in time. Konechny gunned down as Teske fires to Robbins for the second out and prevent the run from scoring. What a play there from Ty Teske. Completed by Roe Robbins. He caught it, hauled it in, put the tag down. And that run again avoided due to the defensive awareness from Ty Teske. So fielder's choice puts Eckes over at first, and shortstop Carter Summer. Probably the tallest shortstop you're going to see anywhere around. 6'7", Braden, playing shortstop.
That's close.
Pretty tall, right? Are you 6'5"? Yeah. So he's got Braden by 2 inches, does Carter. Although I think Braden would be a good shortstop though anyway. Maybe first base. Maybe. If they had to pull us out of here. This one bounced up the middle. Diving stab, the turn and the toss. Will Stengel. What a play from Will. The thrill, Stengel. And the Warriors get out of it. They gun down Konechny. Teske makes that happen. This Stengel diving, throwing from his back. Flipped it up to Gravine, and that does it for the Dons in the first inning. Well, if this is the kind of game you're going to have, they should play every day. This has been pretty good. All right, what do we got here? You're watching non-conference baseball today on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com. Well, the Warriors making things happen on the defensive end as they come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. The Miles Waldvogel, Cam Blasky, and Joe Gravine. First pitch to Waldvogel, strike. And bottom of the first underway. That one misses outside. For Columbus Catholic, Devlin Timler is on the mound. Matt Konechny catches him. First base, Tyler Hargraves. Second base, Caleb Pankratz. Third base, Ryan Burnick. At shortstop, Carter Summer. And in the outfield from left to right, Rocco Maher, Carson Eckes, and Holden Lomax. Defensive lineup for the Dons here to start this one. Today's game brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash as Waldvogel, right side, nobody covering the bag, and that'll get through. It would have been a tough play if Timler had got off the mound in time anyway, as Pankratz had to roll over. Hargrave had to leave his post. Timler was late coming off the mound, but I'm not sure they were going to get Waldvogel anyway. Infield base hit. So here's the right fielder, Cam Blasky. Say cheese on Friday, May 29th and Saturday, May 30th. Enjoy the Mayor's Breakfast Parade and live music at Nuts Deep. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com. That's right, it's Marshfield Dairy Fest, May 29th and May 30th. I'll be there. I go to the Mayor's Breakfast at around 6:30 in the morning on Friday, the 29th. Do some other stuff around town. There's all kinds of activities and a lip sync contest or a, music or this or that, whatever it is. I take it all in, Braden. I go to all of it. And then Saturday, the parade. I think the parade steps off at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Let's just say it is. Again, you can go, what'd I say there? I just said it, and I've already forgotten. Marshfield, visit marshfield.com. They'll have all the schedule there. But parade steps off at 10. I put my lawn chairs down at around 7 in the morning. I want to get the best spot down on South Central Avenue to watch the parade. And then I'm just like all the rest of the kids. 2-1 to Blasky. I'm like all the rest of the kids. I am racing for the candy that's being thrown. I'll knock a kid out of the way. I don't care. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to push him, but I'm going to stay in my lane. This one is going to get through the wickets of Burnick, and the error puts Blasky at first. That'll bring up the shortstop, Joe Gravine, on the error from Burnick. Yeah, I'm not going to push the kid, but I'm going to run in a straight line to get the candy. And if the kid is crossing my path, I don't move. I just keep my lane, and they more bounce off me than they're making contact with me. Because that's my candy. It was thrown to me. So, yeah, I look forward to the parade. And then it's festival season because every town's got a festival all summer. You go from Marshfield to Auburndale to Colby to Pittsville to Rib Mountain. You go to everybody's got their own, right? You got the Balloon Fest in Wausau later in the summer. You ever go to that? No? I think it's actually called Rib Fest, isn't it, or something? I don't know all the names. Does that sound right? Yeah, Rib Fest. But they got the hot air balloons in Wausau. I go to all of them, all around the state. It's my favorite time of the year because it kind of 1-1 and Gravine reaches out at it, and this has got some carry to it. That's going to Hop and roll to the fence. Around comes Waldvogel. He will score. Blasky turns. And throw is going to get past Konechny all the way to the backstop. Over to third goes Gravine, and it's a 2 RBI double from Joe Gravine. Gravine with the double. He'll advance to third on the throw. Waldvogel and Blasky come in. It is 2-0 Wausau West.
Number 12, Ty Teskey.
So here's the first baseman, Ty Teskey. Teskey, first pitch swinging. This hit deep left field and will be caught just before the warning track by Rocco Maher, but that will be enough to score Gravine. And Teskey an RBI sac fly, 3-0 West. And first out of the inning,
Number 24,
bring up Marshall Helke. But yeah, what happens is you got graduation season that's going to start in about a week. And, yep, I head to some of the grad parties. I just call it graduation season because in the garage, usually, now that's usually for high school, Braden. You graduate college, there's no parties usually coming for a college graduation. Sorry if I'm breaking any bad news to you. Maybe your folks take you out to dinner or something, but that's about it. Yeah, this one is softly lined in the center field. Helke places it for a base hit. So for me, graduation season begins soon. You go to the garage, you eat the cheese, the crackers, and the sausage. And then what I do is I take a look at the table. If there is no cheesy hash browns, I put the money I was going to put in the card back in my pocket, and I leave the graduation party. You got to have the cheesy hash browns or I'm not going. And people know this. People know this about me. Yeah. But anyway, so graduation season, so then you go to the dessert section, right? You got to get the brownies and the special K bars and the desserts, right, for the graduation party. Then you go over to the graduate, you pat him on the head real nice, and you say good luck after high school. Thanks for having me here. And then if they have the cheesy hash browns, you put the money in the card, and then you leave. So the graduation season then neatly rolls right into festival season. So I am busy eating various foods from May 20th until around August 20th, sometimes even later. Because then a festival season kind of moves into fair season, and then that moves into football season, and you just keep going like that. It's a great time for Jason to be alive. Old Jace has a great time. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Visit us downtown Wausau and designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become reality. Just like my dreams for festival season. Hopper to Summer, the turn to Pancrats. The return for Hargraves is just late, so they do get Helke. 6-4, Summer to Pancrats for out number 2.
Next, the left fielder. Number 7.
Ro Robbins on the fielder's choice. Trades places with Helke at first base. And left fielder, Alex Kapitz. And courtesy runners galore out here as the catcher Robbins will come back on. He's got to get his shin guards and his chest protector back on. That can take up to a half an hour sometimes. So you get him back in the dugout.
For the catcher is number 5, Parker Helke.
Parker Helke running for Robbins. It takes a while, is all I know. They got to come back in and start getting that equipment on. Timler misses away. I mentioned the Dons fans outnumbering the West fans right at Anthem about 10-1 on the ratio. That has trimmed up now. I'd say now we're more in line with about 3-1, but still a size discrepancy between the two. Even though West 10 times larger. Dons fans traveling today. That's what that means. But they are starting to line up a lot of the West fans in the parking lot along the fence. They get a elevated view up there. We're down the hill from the parking lot. So you sit up along the fence on the parking lot. You get an elevated view. It's nice. Outside to Kapitz. 3 balls and a strike. Problem, though, is you're far away from the restroom and from the concession trailer if you're out in the parking lot. So that's a problem. 3-1 from Timler. This one bounced. Chance for Pankratz off the turf. Throw to Hargraves is just in time. Pankratz a little sure there, and he'll need to fire over faster next time. These Division I baseball players a little faster than those you see in the Clover Belt East by and far. So 3 outs in the inning, 3 across. We've played 1. 3-0 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Car Wash.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at NicolayBank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give new spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Second inning, it'll be Hargraves, Pankratz, and Bernick all due up for the Dons here in this second inning. With an office right here in Wausau, Scherer Construction offers commercial and custom home construction expertise throughout Wisconsin. Check out the beautiful work at SchererConstruction.com. All right. Helke begins his second inning of work with a off-speed pitch to Hargraves that he's out in front of. Dons have had trouble with the off-speed pitches here from Helke through 5 batters. Curveball misses high. Another off-speed pitch. So as I said when we first started, 66 degrees. It is no way, Braden, it's 66 degrees out here. We are fully enclosed in clouds now. Wind is still about 12 miles an hour. I would say it's closer to 50 out here. Yep. But wind blowing out to right field. Left-handed batters might be able to enjoy that. It's 320 down the lines, 350 all the way around otherwise. So it's a hittable ballpark, and we saw both Joe Gravine and Ty Teske put some charges into the Timler offerings in the bottom of the first inning. Off the bat as Hargraves outlasts Helke and draws the walk to bring up second baseman Caleb Pankratz.
The second baseman, number 13, Caleb Pankratz.
I thought off the bat that Teske hit had a chance, but it was caught about 10 feet in front of the fence. So I thought it had a chance off the bat. So we'll see. And these batters able to get a hold of one. Helke, fastball, called strike. Off-speed pitch, and behind a bit was Pankratz on it. That one's going to fall into foul territory. Like I said, for the Division IV Columbus Catholic team here today, they're going to see some things that they don't see in their conference. They're going to see some team speed up and down the lineup. They're going to see a little more power in the bats. And we'll see how the game unfolds, but, the bigger school, again, Wausau West, 1,500, Columbus, 150. We'll see how the game unfolds, too, as a wild pitch will send Hargraves down to second. But West will have more pitching options today, if that's how it unfolds. We talked to manager Jared Kresslet before the game. If you didn't see that talk, just next commercial, just rewind it back to just before the game started. You can see the 4-minute talk we had with Coach. He didn't say it, but I'll say it. These Dons have somewhat have their eyes on next week. 2 games against Loyal. The conference championship will be had next week between Columbus Catholic and Loyal. So the Dons, rightfully so, I believe, if it is true, I think it is, in this game today. They're in the game now, but still thoughts about winning a conference championship next week. And, so pitching, you need 3 days rest. So whoever pitches today, you got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They're probably good for Tuesday, but you may want to spread things out a little bit here if you need to go a few pitchers deep. And when you're the size school that Columbus Catholic is, you start getting deep on your pitching. The bats for Wausau West get even more potent, probably. We'll see how it unfolds, but I'm just talking about general likelihoods. And if it unfolds that way, you'll see even more pitchers, and then you start to think about, gee, we got this game against Loyal on Tuesday. Well, what decisions should I be making today on Friday? I don't want to get in the way of our most important game of the year on Tuesday. Ball and 2 strikes to Pankratz. Outside and missed. 2-2 the count. And for Wausau West on the other side, they've not had the season they had hoped for. Just 4 wins, only 1 conference win on the year. Conference championship out of reach, and they're looking at a double-digit seed come playoff time. So this season's not what they had hoped it was going to be. So for them today, maybe a confidence builder here, depending on the outcome. A walk issued to Pankratz. So the first 2 batters of the second inning have both walked, and now the third baseman Ryan Bernick. But an entirely different strategy for the guys in white here at home today. The next game is always the most important one, and obviously the game they're playing now is the most important one, but unlike Columbus Catholic, there's not a major lookout into next week. So their importance is this game, playing well today, showing Coach that they are able to hold their spot in the lineup or in the field. Because if, and I don't know their depth chart, maybe nobody does except for Coach Albee. But Coach could probably make a case today if somebody was on the borderline of, say, keeping their position in the field, and you played maybe not, according to Coach, up to your abilities against a Division IV baseball team. Perhaps come practice on Monday, you're no longer in the starting lineup. So those are the kind of things that can be had today for the Wausau West guys, and mainly solidifying their place, showing Coach that I deserve to be out here, deserve to be batting 2nd or 7th or whatever it might be. And some confidence builders for them. Playing well, playing loose, playing a game that doesn't have a season-long consequence. Hopper back to the mound, played well by Helke. He'll turn and fire to Gravine for the first out of the inning as Pankratz has wiped off the bases. 1-6 on your scorebook at home. Bernick down to first. Hargraves over to third.
Next up,
Holden Lomax here with the pink bat. So anyway, that's what Uncle Jace thinks about today's game. I think those are fair statements, Braden. Yeah, I think so. Just as you would expect, a Division I team and a Division IV team with likely several different goals out of this game here today. This one will get out of play right side. Head towards the football practice field over there. Trying to remember what that was. One of the football practice fields, to be clear about it. A couple of them here. And this will be a pass ball. In comes Hargraves, and the Dons were on the board here in the second inning. Rowe will tell you he should have had it. I will tell you, he should have had it. Nobody cares what I think, though. Rowe would say that, though. All right, so down score. Over to second goes Bernick. This one, Robbins, chance for redemption. Yes. So Lomax under and behind it, popped that out. Robbins chases it down from behind the plate for out number 2. And now the left fielder, Rocco Maher.
Next up,
9-hitter for these Dons.
Rocco Maher.
Yeah, we've seen some really good defense from Wausau West here through 1 2/3. Some fantastic plays being made. And maybe that's what it may turn out to be for Wausau West today. You get on things defensively and turn the corner on the season. You know, in Wisconsin, every team makes the playoffs in baseball. And so it's the second season that'll come up in about 3 weeks. You get your seed. These Warriors, again, likely to be on the road as a double-digit seed, but that may not matter if something here today sparks them. Sometimes in sports, you just never know when that delta moment is going to happen. Could be today. Ball and a strike now to Maher. Yeah, you're looking for that spark all year, and something happens today. Maybe it was Will Stengel making a play from his back. I mean, maybe. This one hit into right field. That'll be chased down out there by Cam Blasky. And again, defense continues to shine for the Warriors. Dons do get one. They leave one.
For the Dons in the second.
Move to the bottom of the second inning. It is 3-1 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Car Wash.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
Bottom of the second for the Warriors. It'll go 8-9-1. Thurs, Stengel, and Waldvogel here on Zaleski Sports. Jason Zaleski here. Welcome, everybody. Great day to be in Wausau today, that's for sure. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, full-time benefits that start on the first day. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. That's Foundation Finance. Longtime partner of ours here on Zaleski Sports, making sure you get to watch these games live and free. Otherwise, it'd be myself and Braden here eating a hot dog just watching a baseball game. But instead, these great advertisers get to make sure we're here telling you about the game and showing it to you. Pretty cool. Timler on the 1-1. High. Again, 8-9-1 here in the second for the Warriors. So we play under cloudy skies now, probably for the rest of the way. This one ripped foul, third base side. When it comes to printed materials, sales and marketing tools, and company supplies, Wausau turns to rotographic printing. Find just what you need to help your business stand out with rotographic printing on 80th Avenue in Wausau. Well, that's the opposite direction from your house, Braden. You'd have to head across town to get to 80th Avenue, right? Yeah. Yeah, you'd be almost in marathon by then. Braden lives over in Weston, or just near in Weston? In Weston. Here's a full count pitch to Thurs. Strike 3 called. Timler dropped one in on him, and strikeout looking takes care of Thurs. I always thought Weston was a fun name because it's east of Wausau. It should be called Easton,
The second baseman,
but they call it Weston.
Will Stengel.
Yeah, I know, it is. Here's Will Stengel now, followed by Miles Waldvogel. But Braden and I are county buddies. We're both Marathon County residents. So whatever, Weston, Easton. I live in Marshall, but it should be called Roselleville because I'm way closer to Roselleville than I am to Marshfield. So there's discrepancies all over the place. Matter of fact, our home plate umpire, Rich Hole, and I are neighbors in the Roselleville area. Rich is known as the mayor of Roselleville, though. He's closer to downtown Roselleville than I am. So he gets the nod for mayor, which I'm totally okay with. I'd rather not. Here's the 2-1. Stengel took a swing at a high pitch, this out to center, playable. Eckes is there to bring in out number 2. And A.J. Ligman on the bases. He's the intruder, Portage County resident. And boo, hiss, boo, Portage County, boo. No. A.J.'s a good dude. We'd rather have him in Marathon County helping us out. You kind of try to balance things out here in Marathon County. So back to the top, Miles Waldvogel. Base hit and a run scored back in the first inning. Most times I'm good with Portage County. Sometimes I think, oh man, those people are kind of lost down there. Like sometimes they may be too far gone. I don't know what they do over there sometimes. Pitch high. Wood County the same way. A couple months ago, they had a guy. So the 911 call came in. He came naked out of the forest. Yeah. And then here's a 3-0 to Waldvogel, taking all the way for a strike. And then like a half hour later, another 911 call comes in. Naked man steals ambulance. And you're like, are there two or is this the same guy? We didn't know. Walk issued to Waldvogel. Wood County people know what I'm talking about right now. It was down in the Wisconsin Rapids, maybe the Vesper area. I'm not exactly sure. Southern Wood County, which is way different than northern Wood County. If you're going to be in Wood County, you'd rather be in the northern half. Way better there. Here's Cam Blasky. And, turned out same guy. So for some reason, he lost his clothes, naked as a jaybird running around the forest. And then I don't know where the ambulance came from, how that came to be, but he hopped in an ambulance and took off in it. So then you got the cops chasing an ambulance. That had to be a sight to see. It doesn't happen very often where the ambulance gets pulled over. I hope that guy got some help, because it didn't sound like he was healthy. I guess it's the moral of the story is there's strange everywhere. Strange things or just strange. No balls and a strike to Blasky. Timler misses outside. Strike comes in at the letters to Blasky. And speaking of our home plate umpire, Rich Hole, I had heard, and I think from him, during the winter that he had retired as an umpire, but I have seen him as much as anybody this year. So if that's how retirement works, count me in. I like doing stuff. Off and running. It's a hit and run. Blasky into center, going back. Eckes still going back, makes the catch on the run. 20 feet from the fence, but Eckes on his horse, as they say, brings in the loud third out from Blasky. And that ends our third inning. One left on, none across. Wausau West 3, Columbus 1 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Say cheese! Kick things off on Friday, May 29th with the Mayor's Breakfast from 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. Then at 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for a night of family-friendly entertainment, including the play, Winnie the Pooh, and Friends. The fun continues on Saturday, May 30th with the parade at 11 a.m. Afterward, make your way to Wenzel Family Plaza for more activities. Be sure to explore the craft show at Chestnut and West 3rd Street, and while you're there, stop by the Pie and Ice Cream Social at the Upham Mansion. Wrap up the day at the Outdoor Beer Garden, hosted by Nuts Deep 2, featuring live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Back here to Wausau. We're having a good, PA is playing some good music. Yeah, it's good. We were having some fun to Who Let the Dogs Out. I learned a month ago there was an actual meaning to Who Let the Dogs Out. I'll let you go look that up on your own. Devlin Timler, Matt Konechny, and Carson Eckes, 1, 2, 3 in the order for the Duns.
The pitcher, number 10, Devlin Timler.
France Propane, your locally owned complete service propane company. They served all of central Wisconsin over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. So, Hank Hill sold propane, right? King of the Hill. You ever watch that cartoon? You heard about it? Yeah, so yeah, King of the Hill, Hank Hill. Hank Hill sold propane. Quality propane, too, if I remember it right. Been a long time since I've seen that show. But I remember he sold propane. His son, Bobby. Listen here, Bobby. That's what he would always say. 2 balls, no strikes to Timler. This one, bouncer up the middle, and that'll get through. They call that a seeing eye single for Devlin Timler. So that'll bring up Matt Konechny. Yeah, baseball's all got all kinds of fun sayings. Seeing eye single. That's what that's known as. That somehow the ball had eyes and it was able to create its own path out of the infield. I know, seeing eye single. Ask Chris about that next time you see him, if he's heard of seeing eye single. I bet he has. Konechny, base hit back in the first inning. And I don't know where that went. The clouds are the same color as the sky. It went just behind the press box. We may have to get ready here, Braden. Jason didn't bring his glove with him, though. But you with me? The clouds are the same color as the ball, so it could be dangerous back over here. Yeah. Not a lot of background to see the ball. And we're looking at it through the fence to begin with. So off and running, Timler, straight steal, and the ball will bounce into center field. Stolen base for Devlin Timler. He got in under the slide, or under the slide under the tag. And Dons have stolen bases this year. They're a team on the move. Where the issues have been, and you heard this from manager Jared Kresselt in a pregame show, has been defensively. Misplaying some balls, throwing the ball around the infield from time to time. One bounces in. They score a lot of runs, do these Dons, coming in averaging about a dozen runs a game, but they give up about 7 a game. So they're letting in some runs. They've let in 3 already here today, all those in the first inning if you're just joining us, but that's been the issue. But you don't really strike 3 called as Konechny goes down looking. That's the first out of the inning. Second strikeout today for Marshall Helke. That brings up Carson Eckes, left-handed batting Eckes. So everybody in the diamond now for the Warriors shifts to the right. The Dons come in, I think 13-2 if I have it right. So you're 13-2. There's a reason why. And yeah, if your average game score is 12-7, you're winning by 5 every game. That'll get the job done. My watch out to manager Jared Kresselt today is, come playoff time, runs tighten up, runs scored. And if the defense doesn't get fixed, now this is my opinion now, telling you what I've seen from other teams is that the defense doesn't get fixed. You're no longer winning 12-7. Now you lost 7-6 because you still gave up the 7 runs, but in the playoffs, the teams you're playing are going to be a little better, and you're not able to carve up 12 runs a game anymore. Playoff time, whatever you're giving up is probably got to be cut in half. So if you're giving up 7 during the regular season, you got to start in the playoffs giving up 3 because you're probably only going to score 6, 5, something like that. 3 balls, no strikes to Eckes. And a 4-pitch walk after a strikeout of Konechny. Helke pitches a 4-out walk to Carson Eckes, and Dons runners on first and second with 1 out.
Up next, the shortstop, number 16, Carter Summer.
So shortstop Carter Summer. Dons fans will get this joke. He was driven here by his dad today. He's the bus driver. Yep, that's how that works. First to the 6-7, Summer comes in low. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home set up for you in your time of need. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home. Thank you for supporting high school sports. Double steal. The throw is going to come down to third, and in is Timler. That's his second stolen base of the inning. Eckes follows down to second, and 2 now in scoring position for the Dons, and for shortstop cleanup hitter Carter Summer. So 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Summer looks to get a ball out of the infield here. Bouncer, left side. Runners will stay put. And the throw from Thurs is in time to Teskey. 5-3 puts Summer back in the dugout. Now 2 outs. Now a ball simply out of the infield, not enough for the Dons. Tyler Hargraves will need to find a way to get the ball down and out of the infield, more than likely. And Hargraves, big tear in the right side of his pants. He was sliding into second base back in the first inning. No, an inning ago. Yeah, back in the he may have actually had that. He also slid into home. On the turf, the rubber pellets can grab a hold of the twill fabric and rip it. And it looks like that's what happened there to Tyler. He'll need to give those pants back to the seamstress on Monday at school, or whoever takes care of the mending of pants. And for all I know, it's Tyler. Maybe he does his own seam work. No balls and 2 strikes to the Dons' first baseman Hargraves. Helke, ready. And the 0-2. Curveball missed high. Helke's been efficient and effective with the off-speed pitches through 2 2/3. See if Hargraves gets a changeup here on the 1-2. You get a good view of it from your living room at home. And this one belted back up the middle. Hargraves gets the job done. Timler trots in from third. Coming all the way in from second is Eckes, and we are tied at 3 here in Wausau. A 2-out, 2 RBI double from Hargraves.
Up next, the second baseman, number 13, Caleb Pankratz.
Pankratz, Caleb drew a walk an inning ago. Comes up to the plate here again in the 3rd inning. Fastball, strike 1. Yeah, Hargraves did get the changeup I talked about on that last pitch, And he was ready for it. Hit it right back up the middle. Don's second lap through the batting order, second lap through Marshall Helke. And word begins to spread in the dugout on the pitch choices of the opposing pitcher. Happens on all baseball teams. Guys come back in the dugout. Here's, the 4 pitches I saw. Here's the release. Here's throwing it from up or from 3/4 or whatever. They share all that information. Second and third times through, you'll oftentimes see a more productive at-bat from either team. This one into left field. That's going to get down. Hargraves will stop at third on the base hit from Pankratz. So the inning stays alive with 2 outs for the Dons.
Next up, the third baseman, number 25, Ryan Burnick.
And that learning apparently has gone well for the Dons in the dugout, as they are getting after Helke here in the third inning. The 7th batter of the inning, Ryan Burnick. Brickners of Wausau, proudly serving Wausau and the surrounding community since 1945. Brickners of Wausau. Runners on the corners, 2 down. Again, batter number 7 here of the third, Ryan Burnick. Ryan on board due to fielder's choice an inning ago. This one will get through the middle. Another seeing eye single, and it's an RBI base hit for Ryan Burnick. So 2 of those in the inning. Dons take the lead here in the third.
Holden Lomax.
Right fielder Holden Lomax. Pankratz moves over to second on that action. Third run across in the inning for the Dons. Batter number 8, Holden Lomax. I'm getting aromas of cheeseburgers over here, Braden. Braden and I came in not hungry to the game. There's a pretty good chance we may have a hit-the-road cheeseburger on the way out. Swing and a miss from Lomax. And then we heard the popcorn popping. Tough to eat popcorn on the microphone, though. It's not. It's easy to do it. It's a very ridiculous thing to do, though. Braden could get away with it, not me. Here's the 1-1 off-speed pitch, missed a hit at the letters to Lomax. Ball and 2 strikes. Helke, long look in, now nods in approval to Roe Robbins. The 1-2. And off-speed pitch misses low. A lot of change-ups, a lot of curveballs from Helke. Dons appear, though, to have caught on to that here in this third inning. Two outs, 2-2. Fastball misses low. So count full. Pankratz on second, Burnick on first. And missed. Third walk of the inning issued by Helke. And the 2-out rally persists, and here comes John Albee. He's going to talk to his infield, and in particular, pitcher Marshall Helke. Find out if there's anything wrong and how he can help his pitcher improve here to end this inning. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at the Marshfield office, they accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Bruce Orthodontics. All right, so manager John Albee has said what he's got to say. And the 9-hitter, Rocco Maher, flew out to right field to end the second. Gets a chance here with bases full of Dons here in the third.
11, Rocco Maher.
Base hit from Maher. Get a chance perhaps for the Dons to widen this thing up here a bit. They already do lead by 1. 3 across in the third. 4-3 as of now. Misses low does the fastball. Perhaps that's what John Elby talked about is looks like their hitters have caught on to our off-speed pitch strategy. Let's get some heaters in there. Another fastball, another miss low. Marshall Helke swipes his right foot across the carpeted mound. Get the carpeting fibers pushed the other way. Could be some rubber pellets in there too, but not much for dirt out here. This one into right field. Maher serves it out. In comes Pankratz from third. Bernick makes the turn. Ball still rolling in the outfield. Here comes Lomax, and Maher into third. The base is cleared. The Dons lead 7-3. Base hit and an error out in right field. 2 RBI for Maher. 3 come in on the play, and the Dons have batted around here in the third inning. I give Lomax the score on the error in right field. Again, if you're scoring along at home and care to agree with me, and maybe you don't. And John Elby now has come to talk to our umpires. I think he was explaining his changes first, and now he's going to go out and make his changes, I think is what happened there. Yeah. So let's do this. Let's step aside. We'll catch up with all the changes when we return here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, no lights yet, but I'll tell you, all overcast skies here, and 5:30. We're not quite an hour. We started 4:34 first pitch, but 55 or so minutes anyway. And we may have turned lights on yet because it's all clouds here. New pitcher for the Warriors. It'll be Carson Thurs, moves in from third. He will take Helke's spot on the mound. We'll keep an eye on 24 Helke, see where he goes after this. I would surmise just over to third base because I didn't see anybody warming up or anybody new come out of the dugout for these Warriors, so perhaps just a straight switch there. But, yeah. What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs across in the inning for the Dons. So 6 across. All 7 runs. The responsibility of Marshall Helke, aside from 2 errors. So 2 of the runs won't be earned. But all 7 runs occurred during Helke's time on the mound. He's still responsible for Rocco Maher, who stands on the bag at third right now.
For the Warriors, number 23, Carson Thurs. In at third base, 24, Marshall Helke.
2 strikeouts and 3 walks.
Number 10, Devlin.
On the line for Helke, and currently on the line for the loss here in this one. The Bats will have to pick up Helke if he doesn't want to take the loss here today for Wausau West. 10th batter of the inning here is Devlin Timler. So first batter to be faced by Carson Thurs. So he comes on here. Helke finishes 2 1/3. This bounced up the middle. Stengel there, turns, fires. And over to Teskey for the out. So 1 pitch, 1 swing of the bat, and the final out of the inning. as Timler goes down on the 4-3, but a big outburst from the Dons. They score 6 in the third. They lead 7-3 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Car Wash Express.
One left on.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
He and Matt Konechny, some version of a 1-2 pitching-wise for these Dons. One guy's the 1, the other guy's the 2. They're perhaps even a little bit interchangeable. So Dons throwing one of their best out here today. Ty Teske at first base for Wausau West, probably the staff ace. I'll say that he is. I've been nothing but impressed with Teske just as a baseball player, as Gravine got caught a little bit there. Maybe that right cleat got caught. He went around on the swing. Likely, though, not to see Teske today for the Warriors. That's a conference and playoff pitcher only. No, probably no non-conference action for Ty. Ty on deck right now. The double and a run scored back in the first for Gravine. He puts a charge into this one. Eckes on the run, drifting, and the wind caught it. That's going to bounce off the fence. Gravine turns now for third, and it'll be a sliding triple for Joe Gravine. That ball just kept carrying in the wind. It was hit well, and a triple to lead off the inning for Gravine and the Warriors. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy. Unparalleled service, convenient delivery options, plus. As Teske over to second, that'll get the job done. RBI as Gravine comes in for Ty Teske. 4-3 on the putout.
Now batting for the Warriors.
The Warriors get
24, Marshall.
one back here in the third. Base is empty for Marshall Helke. Ball comes in high. Yeah, Culligan Water, it's the same water we use at the mothership in Stevens Point. Headquarters there for Zaleski Sports. Every time I'm there, I fill up my bottle and I'm ready to go. It's great tasting water. And I thought water was supposed to be tasteless, but yeah, it's probably just a little something in there to help quench my thirst. I'll tell you what, you can tell when water tastes bad, though. Then you know, yeah. Culligan Water tastes great. 2-0. Outside, 4 straight. That was ball 4 to Helke. I will stop reading the scoreboard for the pitch count, Braden.
Up next, the catcher, number 6, Rowan.
Okay.
Robbins.
Braden's scoreboard is immaculate.
What do you got on the permits?
I got Ro Robbins up to bat. Yeah, okay. Robbins, just past a stab made by Bernick. Yeah, kid walking by asked who was batting. I mean, I'm a good one to ask, I do know. Kind of caught me off guard. So Robbins with a base hit. Moves Helke over to second.
Fielder, number 7, Alex Capitz.
So here's Alex Capitz. They call him Cappy around here. So here's Capitz to bat. Robbins, again, he's going to spend the rest of the inning putting on his catching gear. He'll come off the field. And in comes Parker Helke to run again. They are running. I hit, you run. That's the agreement between Robbins and Helke. I hit the ball, you run then after that. Because I got other stuff to do. Get ready to catch in the 4th inning. So Cappy looks at one outside for ball 1. Cappy looks at one at the eyes. Yeah, that last sunlight came for us just in the top of the 1st inning. All clouds since then, and this will be spoiled foul. Been told some sort of rain coming in overnight and into tomorrow morning. I've got a doubleheader tomorrow. Starts at 10 a.m. We'll see what happens. Yeah. It's not supposed to rain all day, according to the people who supposedly know about this stuff. Rain's supposed to stop around 10 o'clock, so around my first pitch time tomorrow. What I know is last week, Wednesday, there was a 0% chance of rain. It rained the entire day. So nobody knows. Nobody. I mean, throughout human history, nobody has ever known what's going to happen next weather-wise. So 3 balls and a strike now to Cappy. And he'll draw a walk. So Alex Capitz with the walk. Bases loaded. Warriors got something brewing here in this
number 23, Carson,
3rd inning. Speaking of brewing, Brews Brothers brings you award-winning burgers for lunch and dinner since 2013. Open 7 days a week with a lineup of cold drinks. It's all Brews Brothers, just off of Highway 29 in Weston. Braden goes there every day for lunch. He likes it. Yeah, sounds good. Maybe Monday. Braden and I are going to Wittenberg on Monday. I'm just saying maybe. We'll see how it unfolds. Maybe we go there on the way back. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's popping. See if any of us have homework to do. I will not. So if one of us has homework to do, we may not be able to. But otherwise, we'll consider it. It's on the way back. How far from your house? Just over by the highway? Yeah, Brews Brothers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, pretty easy, it sounds like. I don't know. We might be stupid not to. This is a bouncer back up the middle by Thurs. In comes Helke. Turning for home is brother Helke. And 2 RBI base hit for Carson Thurs.
Up next for the Warriors, the 2nd baseman, number 10, Will Stengel. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 9, Marcus Koenig.
So Marcus Koenig's going to come and run for Thurs. So 2 on for Will Stengel. 3 across here in the 3rd for the Warriors. Don's plate 6. Warriors come back with 3. 1 out here in the 3rd. Curveball drops in from Timler for strike 1 called. Yeah, just like that, a 1-run game. And wild pitch will move Capitz to 3rd, and Koenig's over to 2nd. Stengel flew out to center field back an inning ago. That would likely score a run here in this scenario. Held up did Stengel. 2 balls and a strike. Timler works fast. Fast ball over to Summer. Only play is to first, and it will be an RBI for Stengel as he plates Capitz, so we're tied at 7. Going to be one of them games. Everybody hits, everybody scores.
Next up, the center fielder, number 13, Miles Waldvogel.
So 2 down, back to the top of the order. Miles Waldvogel. Innings moves over to third on that Stengel grounder. First pitch swinging. That'll head over to the track. It'll just bounce off the fence. That was going to be in lane 8, and it bounced off the fence. That outside lane's bad news. It takes so long to get all the way around. You want to be in lane 1. Those Kentucky Derby horses know that too. But sometimes for the horses, though, lane 1, they get pinned against the rail, and then they can't move. So it's a different thing. Here's the 0-2, and just missed outside. Now the horse that won on Saturday last week, he stayed in the back the whole time until about the 3/4 pole, and then it looked like he had jet fuel. He just ran past everybody. Curve ball, foul up the first base line. What was that horse's name from Saturday that won? See, I've already forgot. Yeah, I don't remember it either. They've always got such unique names. My horse that I had chosen to win was 6-Speed. 6-Speed was winning until about halfway through, and it turned out he should have been named 5-Speed because he didn't have a sixth gear. This will put the Warriors in the lead as the hit drops into right center. Waldvogel over to second. He'll stretch that out and do an RBI double. Thank you, Miles, say the fans behind up in the parking lot.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14,
All right.
Cameron Blasky.
Sure, you're a Warriors fan. You'll be thankful for Miles getting the 2-out base hit, give his team the lead here in the 3rd inning. So Cam Blasky, 9th hitter of the inning for the Warriors. Don's batted 10 in the 3rd. This is the 19th batter of the inning combined. And misses high and away. It is Timler to start Blasky's 3rd at-bat of the game. Run scored for Blasky back in the 1st inning. This one will get into left field for Blasky. They were shading. Actually, Summer was guarding the lead of Waldvogel at second, and that ball was hit where Summer could have been had he not been tempted to cover the leadoff that Waldvogel had over at second. So Blasky an RBI base hit.
Up next, the shortstop, number 11, Joe Gravine.
So 6th run of the inning for the Warriors. They matched the Dons 6 that they had in the top of the 3rd. And batter number 10, Joe Gravine. Yeah, we're pacing for a lot of runs here. Again, I said the Dons have given up a lot of runs this year. This one rolled over to Pankratz, and that'll bring the inning to an end. But yeah, the Dons have averaged letting up about 7 runs a game. They have let 9 in through 3 as the Warriors lead by 2 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that looked for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
In the school, Columbus Catholic, about 150. So it's quite a dynamic we have here. It's been a dynamic game. 9-7 Wausau West here as we begin inning number 4. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals, locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. 2-3-4 in the order for the Dons. It was 3-4-5 for the Warriors, and they made very good use of it, plating 6 in the third. So see what Columbus Catholic has to say about the middle of their order here coming up in this fourth inning.
And for the Warriors at second base, number 5, Parker Helke. Moving over to third base, it's number 10, Will Stengel.
So some changes for the Warriors in the field, and we kind of suspected this would happen as the game went on. Kind of a non-conference game. Not a whole lot of implications, win or lose today, but a game just to get better for everybody. Game you still want to win, though. So Parker Helke will come in to play second base. And Will Stengel goes from second to third, which means Marshall Helke's day has come to an end. He pitched the first 2 2/3 innings, and then played third base for a third. Got to get my fractions right. In fractions in a game that's scored by thirds. So it's tough to find the common denominator sometimes. See? Math terms, Braden. Here's the 0-2. Can I see late swing on the breaker, got a piece of it to stay alive. Yeah, you didn't think we'd talk about fractions and common denominators today. But here we are. 0-2 again from Thurs. Spinner goes wide. Wind begins to calm as the sun starts its descent behind us, although we can't see it because of the clouds. Total overcast skies here. Trust me, if there's one thing I learned, it's the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. I know that much. So if I know what time it is, I don't have to see the sun to know what's going on. So it was 0-2 just a moment ago. Now it's full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes from Thurs to Konechny. Konechny not fishing on the Thurs offerings the last 3. And it'll be a walk. So Konechny battles all the way back from being down 0-2 and draw a leadoff walk here in the 4th inning.
Now batting the center fielder, number 20, Carson Eckes.
So Carson Eckes walked and scored back in the 3rd. Again, the Dons scored 6, so I'll have that to say a number of times over the next inning or two about who scored in the 3rd inning. That one got away from Thurs, hauled in though by Robbins, fortunately for the Warriors. I mentioned our fan attendance. It was about a 10-to-1 ratio at National Anthem time. We're about even now, so about 50-50. Konechny dancing off the bag at first may have thrown Thurs for a bit of a loop there on his delivery. 2 balls, no strikes. He's thrown 6 straight balls now. 4 to Konechny and the first 2 to Eckes. This time Thurs takes a look at Konechny off the bag on first and fires home low and ball 3. 7 straight now for Thurs. Just as I was saying, the wind was calming. It picks back up again. It's the weather. You can't predict it. Cannot do it. 3-0. Taking all the way, and it is 8 straight balls for Thurs. 2 walks to begin the inning for the Dons. Warriors dugout quiet for the moment. Shortstop Carter Summer, although Roe Robbins will come out and encourage his pitcher Carson Thurs.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Carter Summer.
Probably says something like this: look, man, I spend so much time in the dugout putting my shin guards on and my chest protector on. Let's throw me a strike here, okay, kid? All right, let's go. Something like that. The last part more true than the first. Summer, first pitch swinging after 8 straight balls, hits this one into straightaway center. And out number 1 made by Miles Waldvogel.
Next up, the first baseman, number 2, Tyler Hargraves.
So here's Tyler Hargraves. 2 RBI, double back in the 3rd inning, and later scored. That's how we think he ripped up his right pant leg. And no better reason, right, to rip my pants. Sorry, Mom, I ripped my pants. Why? Well, I scored. Oh, okay. Well, then that's good. Here's an extra bowl of pudding for you. I don't know what Tyler likes to eat, but I would go for it. Thank you, Mom. I did good today at baseball. I ripped my pants. Both runners off and running, double steal. It was a hit and run. Ball hit into right field. That's going to drop. Konechny will come in, head first slide, and score it. An RBI base hit for Hargraves, his 3rd RBI today. That ball died quick out there in right field. For a moment, both Konechny and Eckes were convinced they were going to have to turn back to their starting stations. But that ball died fast. It got down in front of Cam Blasky. And the run come in from Konechny. And first pitch swinging, Caleb Pankratz. And Pankratz into center. That should be enough. Eckes tags from 3rd, and we are tied at 9 on the RBI sac fly from Caleb Pankratz. Well, here's what you did today if you were one of these ball players. You got on the bus or you walked over from school and you said, we're just going to score as many runs as we want today. 9-9 here in just the top of the 4th inning.
Now batting the 3rd baseman, number 25, Ryan Burnick.
There's Ryan Burnick. 2 outs. Hargraves remains on the bag at first. He did not move on that fly out to center, and inappropriately so. The cutoff was made right to his base at second. Burnick pokes at it, and right on it was Cam Blasky for the final out of the inning. But the Dons strike for 2 more, and we are tied at 9 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Let's get down, let's get down. Fourth inning stretch time here in Wausau. Today's fourth inning stretch brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston. And we take a look at what adjustments you can get at Innovative Health and what adjustments need to be made here. Well, the Dons are going to make an adjustment. They're going to send Carter Summer into pitch. Devlin Timler will take his spot at shortstop. So that's one adjustment here. And we'll see if we get an adjustment defensively from these teams. And it's not that actually the defenses have played well. It's been the bats that have been good for both teams. So I suppose the adjustment then would have to come from the pitching mound, right? Otherwise, the bats are going to keep control of this game, as they have through 4.5 here so far. Summer pitches to to Ty Teske. Left-handed batting Teske. And Hargraves on the hop, flips to Summer, and more good defense there. 3-1 on the putout. Summer fielding his position off the mound very well there. And here is Marshall Helke. So Helke stays in the lineup. At any rate, today's fourth inning stretch brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Wausau area. If you've been benched by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustments to help you feel better so you can live better. So Summer plunks Helke. Oops.
Catcher, number 6, Rowan
Sorry about that. There's Roe Robbins. His reached both at bats, scored, or his courtesy runner scored in the third inning. Of course, his running buddy Parker Helke is now in the game, so if he reaches here, he'll have to find a new running buddy. Could be mass confusion coming out of the west dugout. 2 balls, no strikes to Robbins. Three balls, no strikes. And just like the Warriors did, the Dons, well, I should say not. After 1 out, the Dons did what the Warriors did back in the top of the inning. They walked 2. So with 1 out, 2 on. And here's Alex Capitz. Okay, so mystery now. Who's the runner now for Rowe with his running buddy in the game? And, of course, that's Breck Blasbach. Breck is his backup runner.
Courtesy runner is number 21, Breck Blaubach.
Blaubach, okay. I'm not much of a handwriting interpreter, so I do what I can. I do what I can do when I can do it. Strike, though, from Summer. So Blaubach on first, Helke on second. Here's the 1-1 from Summer. Oh, Braden. That's too close to us there. I did see it, though. I was able to find it, but it would need some geometry to hit us anyway, right? Get over the backstop and drop straight down. That was closer than I would have liked. A wild pitch uncorked by Summer. Helke down to third. Blaubach head down to second. And that can happen sometimes as a relief pitcher that came from the field. You need sometimes a full inning just to get warmed up because you didn't get any warm-up pitches in the bullpen. You were, in this case, playing shortstop. So at the high school level, you see that fairly often. Relief pitcher comes from the field and just takes a few batters to get warmed up. 2-2. Full count now to Capitz. Cappy scored a run back in the third. Just like the Dons, they scored 6. So a lot of these guys scored an inning ago. Here's the full count from Summer. This one chopped, third base side, and foul. And unlike the big league guys, they play with the same ball the whole time pretty much. Yeah. In the big leagues, it's a new ball almost every pitch sometimes. But yeah, balls get sent out of play, but they bring them back, and they get put right back in play. So probably play with about the same, screamer over the top of the backstop. Probably play with about the same 10 balls every game, but it's the same 10. And they got scuff marks and scrapes and scratches all over them. Turf marks, dirt marks, rubber marks. Full count again. And this one bounced in, wild pitch. Here comes Helke. He will score. And the Warriors take the lead here in the fourth.
Next up for the Warriors, the pitcher, number 23, Carson, third.
So wild pitch moved Helke from second to third, and then a few later brings him home. Third walk of the inning given up by Summer. And here's Carson Thurs. Runners on first and third. One out. Again, Summer still getting loose, perhaps, out there on the mound. High for ball one. That's the thing that a high school team doesn't have compared to a Major League Baseball team are 40 players, right? You've got players dedicated just to pitching, and they're able to get warmed up and loose, and the whole works. The throw comes down, and Konechny has gunned down Capitz. Blabach didn't move from third. A lot of teams don't throw down with a runner on third, but we've seen the Dons do it a number of times this year, and that good for the second out here of the inning. 2-6 as Timler put the tag on Blabach for out number 2. So runner on third for Thurs. Say that 10 times fast. And be the fourth walk of the inning given up by Summer. Time has been called, and as the fourth walk was just issued by Carter Summer, we'll see manager Jared Kresselt come out, and he's going to make a change. So as that change is made, we will step aside. We'll bring you back with the new Dons pitcher right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
All right, back we are at Wausau West High School, here again in the hills of eastern Marathon County. A beautiful countryside over here, isn't it? New pitcher for the Dons is Ryan Bernick. So Summer last 2/3 of the inning after coming in to relieve Devlin Timler. 1 run, 4 walks. Runners on the corners, still the responsibility of Carter Summer. And Nolan Frayne in right field. It looks like Summer's day has come to an end as Timler moves to third base from short. Carson Eckes is going to go from center field to shortstop. And when the Dons come to bat, we'll see who the new center fielder is. It's possible Lomax just moved from right to center, but we'll find that out when the Dons come to bat. As a matter of fact, it's that Lomax spot coming up to lead off the 5th inning for the Dons. So we'll find out relatively shortly. All right, so Bernick on to pitch, third pitcher of the day for Columbus Catholic. We thought coming into this game we may see, for both teams, a variety of pitchers. Warriors have thrown 2. This is the third arm for the Dons here today. 2 outs in the inning, and Bernick fires a strike at the letters to Will Stengel. Will's third plate appearance today. Fly out, ground out, but new pitcher now for Will. Off and running, the throw will go into center field, and trotting in is Blabach from third. So that time, the stolen base is going to score a run. The last time, that runner stayed at third. This time, ball sails into center. I think they might have been running him home anyway. That one misses low. The wind beginning to pick up a bit. The sun is going to make a brief reappearance, but more clouds moving in from the west. 2-strike pitch is going to be served into center field. That's going to get down. Thurs will turn and score. And as a matter of fact, that was Marcus Koenig's, my apology. Koenig scores as he was running for the pitcher Thurs, and the third run of the inning for the Warriors. And they lead 12-9.
Up next, number 13, the center fielder, Miles Waldvogel.
RBI for Stengel. On the throw, he moves to second. And back to the top of the order here, Miles Waldvogel. And the runs keep coming. 12-9. And again, if you're a Dons fan, this is all normal. We score a lot, they score a lot. And for the Dons, all but twice, they have outscored everybody. And they will need to put up some more runs here yet today, though, to avoid loss number 3. Waldvogel swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes now as Bernick gets loose on the mound. Two-strike pitch to Waldvogel. Curveball dropped in for a strike as Bernick strikes out Waldvogel to end the inning. The Warriors score 3. 4 in the books. It is Wausau West 12, Columbus Catholic 9 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, so it was Lomax moving from right to center as he will lead off things here in the 5th inning, which means Nolan Frayne, who came off the bench to play right field, will bat in the 4 spot for Carter Summer when that spot in the order comes up next for the Dons, if no further changes are made between then and now. And I suspect there's a good chance there'll be some more changes between then and now for both teams, as a matter of fact. But Carson Thurs will stay on the pitch. So his second full inning today, here as the 5th inning is about to commence. So due up, Holden Lomax, Rocco Maher, and Devlin Timler for the Dons here in the 5th inning.
31, Holden Lomax.
But a wild and woolly one here. Walks aplenty, hits aplenty, runs aplenty, and a lot of defensive plays today. I mean, you look at the scoreboard and you're like, oh man, had a lot of errors. No, just one error on the scoreboard here, which, as I get the words out of my mouth, is not correct. But it's not been because of the errors. There's been a handful. It has just been batting, attacking, pitching today. The defensive plays have been there. There have been some spectacular defensive plays. West leading the way in that category, but the Dons have made their share too. But the bats just ahead of the pitching here on this Friday evening. Hour and a half into this one. Top of the fifth now. Thurs and Lomax into right center. Wynn's going to carry it, but not carry it too far as Cam Blasky in right field able to run it down. Lomax got just under it, and there was one away here in the fifth inning.
Number 11, Rocco Maher.
Rocco Maher, 2 RBI back in the third inning for Rocco. And Don scored 6 in that third. Maher had 2 RBI. Hargraves had 2 RBI. Burnick had a run batted in, also in that third inning. So Don scored 6 in the third, but so did the Warriors. So both teams put up a 6 spot in inning number 3. West just came off a 3-run fourth inning. That following 2 in the top of the fourth from Columbus Catholic. So it's been offensive heavy here today. Strike called to Maher. 2 balls and a strike to the Dons left fielder. Think about it. Half of the Dons haven't changed spots in the field, and Maher one of them. He's been able to stick in left field through all the changes. Konechny behind the plate. Hargraves at first. Pankratz at second. Those are the only ones for Columbus Catholic that have stayed in the spots they started in here today. There have been shuffling of the deck elsewhere. Full count now coming to Maher. And Thurs lost him. Maher off and running. That ball gets to the screen. Maher will turn and take a look. Robbins there, though, and be a one-out walk to the Dons left fielder Maher. So Devlin Timler now.
Number 10, Devin Timler.
Devlin today, strikeout, ground out, base hit, run scored. Second time seeing Thurs here this evening. Off and running is Maher, straight steal. Robbins' throw is not going to be on time, and Maher stolen base. And the Dons have been a running team all season and continue here in this non-conference tilt today. Third stolen base for Don's runners today. Strike on the outside third to Timler, 1 apiece. This one will get into left field. Maher is late stop sign. He had windmill from Jared Kresselt going first. Late stop sign comes up as the ball was played well out of left field by Capitz. So Dons will settle for runners on the corners with 1 out.
No batting for the Dons. The catcher, number 6, Matt Konechny.
There's Matt Konechny. Big thanks to everybody watching today, making us part of your Friday night. Wausau West fans have been entertained all spring here on Zaleski Sports, and in this week in particular, we've had a number of baseball games on, softball, soccer. You got Wausau West soccer over at Marshfield. I believe that was last night, if memory serves. So, well over 1,500 high school and summer baseball, softball broadcasts all year long here on Zaleski Sports. Wausau West, big part of that. And thank you for being part of us. Look out, that's going to hit Konechny between the shoulder blades. And the base is loaded now with 1 out for Columbus. And in comes Carson Eckes. Eckes got pop in his bat. Again, wind blowing out. It favors a left-handed hitter as the wind blowing from home plate to right field. Did I just make a prediction? No. Just telling you what I see. I would never do such things. Ha ha ha. Eckes able to hold up. Curveball dropped just out of the zone. Here's the 1-0 from Thurs. At the knees, called strike one. So curveball to fastball for Carson Thurs. Keep his brother Carson Eckes on his toes. 1 out, bases full. This one chopped at the plate. Double play opportunity, and the ball is thrown high. Being an error on the shortstop as Gravine airmailed it over to first, and both Maher and Timler come in. A one-run game here in Wausau. It was a tailor-made double play for Gravine and the Warriors, but he threw it high, did Gravine of Teske, and the inning continues for Columbus Catholic. So here's Nolan Frayne. As I said, he came in during that pitching change in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Number 8, Nolan Frayne.
As Carter Summer exits the game, Frayne bats in his spot. No balls, 2 strikes now to Frayne. Warriors looking to get back to the dugout and keep their 1-run lead here in this 5th inning. And that one comes inside. Don's dugout jokingly yells back to their now batter Nolan Frayne. And strike call, that one right down Bridge Street for Carson Thurs, and that brings the inning to an end. With the Dons score 2, Warriors lead by 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Blasky, Gravine, and Teske due up for the Warriors right after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
All right, bottom of the 5th inning. The wind is getting a little stronger now. For a while back in the 3rd and maybe into the top of the 4th inning, it had died off. Now she's picking up. Braden's got his hood on. Things are getting cold here. Jason Zaleski here. Expertly assisted by Braden Bullis as Cam Blasky comes to the plate. Due up in the inning also Joe Gravine and Ty Teske. Again, if you're just joining, wind blowing out from home plate towards right field. Early in the game, we had left center fence tested a couple of times. As Bernick misses on the inside corner, ball and a strike now to Gravine. For all your personal, business, auto, and life insurance needs, there's always a local agent you can look to at Axis Insurance. Learn more at AxisInsurance.net. Axis Insurance Agency. Their business revolves around you. I mean, the slogan is just, it's too good to pass up, right? I mean, you revolve around the Axis. It's just too good to pass up. Plus, the people there are too good to pass up, too. Axis Insurance. 2-2, and Blasky able to hold up. Thought about it for a moment. Ball off the plate outside. So full count now to Blasky. This one on the foul territory, right side, and Hargraves over to make the catch. So Hargraves,
the shortstop, number 11,
shags it.
Joe Gravine.
And there's one out for Joe Gravine. Gravine looking to make up for the defensive miscue here from the plate in the 5th inning. And it was Gravine who, back in the 1st inning, tested that fence out in left center. Hit one about 5 or 6 feet short of a home run back in the 1st. Strike at the letters to Gravine, 1 ball and 1 strike. That was 2 pitchers ago. And especially in high school baseball, the biggest key to hitting a home run is getting a home run pitch thrown to you. What I mean by that is a pitch in the strike zone that's probably going to have a little zip on it. Probably you're going to see a pitch that's in the low 80s at minimum. Got to get a home run pitch most times to hit a home run in high school baseball. This one over to Hargraves. This time in fair territory. He's under it, and Hargraves makes out 1 and 2 here in the 5th inning. Ty Teske now. Yeah, some college players and most Major League Baseball players can make a home run out of any pitch. They've just got the bat speed to be able to do it. But here at the high school level, normally, you need to get a home run pitch to be able to hit a home run. And, yeah, secrets out. Those don't come around that often. You get a pitcher throwing in the low to mid-80s, you're likely to see a big strikeout game during that one. But every so often you get the pitcher-batter combo to match and make it all work. This one foul territory and be hit into the screen. So 2 balls and a strike now to Teske. As with the cloud cover, it seems like it's about a half hour to sunset right now, but it's not. Just we are dimly lit right now. This one will get off the backstop. Foul again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you're just joining 12-11, it's a true story. Runs aplenty here. Runs in every inning for both sides. And Bernick high and away. Full count now with 2 outs to the first baseman, Teske. Wind picks up. Here's the 3-2. Low, and I mean, I'm not joking. Hats are going flying. Litter is being set sail. It's windy when it wants to be.
24, Marshall.
Got dried up leaves blowing through the infield. All right, so the 2-out walk given to Teske. Here's Marshall Helke now. Helke has survived a couple of position changes in this game. Still in the batting order for Coach John Albee. Bubbles. We got bubbles flying. Swing and a miss. Somebody blowing bubbles. Good day to fly a kite. Good day to blow bubbles. 1-1 from Bernick. Inside. We would always get a bottle of bubbles in our Easter basket when we were kids. Get some candy and, we get a bottle of bubbles. And so Easter was always a big time to blow bubbles. This one on the diamond. Eckes there and makes the catch for the final out. So 2-out walk. Stays stranded at first for the Warriors, and we have played 5 complete and one of our very rare scoreless half innings here tonight. As we move to the 6th inning, it's Wausau West 12, Columbus Catholic 11 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Protect your ride from the elements with Tommy's Express Car Wash. Our top wash, The Works, is engineered with 14 steps to keep your car clean, whatever the weather. The Works includes detox pre-wash, removing the grime right from the start, seal in the shine with ceramic body wax, and defend against the elements with Tommy Guard. And don't forget to complete the clean with our vacuums and mat washers. Sign up now and wash unlimited at Tommy's Express.
And it's been done purely. I mean, these are base hits, doubles, stolen bases. I mean, great offensive output for both teams here today. Join the team at Domtar Paper in Rothschild. Proud to support our local Wausau High School athletics. That's Domtar Paper Mill, North Grand Avenue in Rothschild. Carson Thurs still pitching. Begins his 4th full inning here today. Came on with 2 outs back in the 2nd. And Hargraves, right with it, sends it into left field, and another base hit today for Tyler Hargraves. It's his 3rd base hit. He's been on all 4 times. He has scored twice. 3 runs batted in. Have a game, Tyler Hargraves. Caleb Pankratz now. And wild pitch uncorked by Thurs. Hargraves down to 2nd, and as soon as Thurs released it, he'd already hung his head. He knew his release was off the mark. And we do have action now in the Warriors bullpen, but action with a warm-up jacket on, so I do not know who that is. Which is good. In winter conditions, you'd warm up with your warm-up on. That makes sense. Wind howls again here in the 6th. Pankratz, and that'll find its way. How about a 3rd seeing eye single today? All hit by these Dons. So Pankratz with a base hit.
Next up, the pitcher, number 25.
His 2nd base hit today. And now the pitcher, Ryan Burnick. Burnick shows bunt and squares and lays one down. And that will get the job done. Nice play by, well, no, that ball was actually dropped over there at first, and all the way to 3rd on the error is going to go Pankratz. Hargraves comes in to score. And now John Albie's going to come out and ask. I believe he thinks that his second baseman held onto that ball long enough to record an out. That's what he's going to argue. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen a call changed because a baseball manager came out to argue it, especially at the high school level. I haven't seen it. Covering on the bunt. I don't have unfortunately, I don't have that number on my roster, but it was Teskey coming in. He charged on the bunt. Yeah, Coach Albie gave me the whole roster here, and he doesn't have a 5 on it. But at any rate, John is asking for some clarification. He believes that ball was hung on to long enough to complete the out, but the ruling is no. So we are tied at 12. So the ball was dropped. So Bernick arrives via the error. It'll be an E4 technicality. I, though, give Bernick the RBI. An official score, a 30-year official score may say I'm wrong there. I believe that Hargrave scores on the bunt prior to the throw. So that's my rationale. Comment in the chat box, those of you watching on a mobile device, if you think you disagree with me. I don't mind a disagreement because I may not understand it correctly. But that's what I have in my scorebook. So anyway, we're tied at 12, and this is Holden Lomax, and he also showed bunt on that first pitch by Thurs. And now backside of the way of a fastball. 2-0 to Lomax. So runners on the corners. Pankratz on third. Bernick, via the error, stands on first. And look out. That in and out of the glove of Robbins as Lomax had to duck out of the way to protect his melon. As a drop of rain just hit my left eye. Yeah, Braden confirms some very, very light. It's not even a sprinkle. It's just a sputtering of raindrops. So 2 balls and a strike. That first pitch was a strike. I'm sure Braden had it right. 2-1 the count. As our home plate umpire verifies, 2 balls and a strike. Thurs to Lomax. Strike at the knees, count even, 2 apiece. Scoreboard here in the stadium's been hit or miss all game. Mainly hit, but hit or miss. It's a lot to do. I'll say that. And yeah, Lomax thought about it. Thurs hit the spot as Lomax goes down looking for just the first out of the inning. So we've had a lot happen in the inning. That's just the first out. So here's Rocco Maher. Tied at 12. 1 out, runners on the corners. Don's batting here top of the 6th inning. And Jason Zaleski alongside Braden Bullis for Cloudy Baseball here in Wausau. Friday. Many of you perhaps getting ready to head out to a fish fry. And some of you stop after Lent ends. A lot don't. But you're going to head into the weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Mother's Day officially on Sunday, but I said it now. And what that does, now I'm done. I don't have to say it again the whole time. And if my mom didn't hear, I'll tell her to go rewind it to the top of the 6th inning with 1 out. And Happy Mother's Day, Mom. There, I've done my part, right? Yeah. But most of you probably have big plans during the weekend. Like I said, I've got a doubleheader tomorrow. You can watch my game live starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow right here on Zaleski Sports. Maher on the hit and run, and that'll get the job done. It'll score the run. Off and running was Bernick on the pitch. 3rd RBI today for Maher, and the Dons take the lead here in the 6th inning.
Now batting, number 10, Devlin Timler.
So top of the order now for the Dons and Devlin Timler. Courtesy runner just came in.
For the Dons is number 7, Ethan Stocks.
Ethan Stocks will come in and run for the pitcher, Ryan Bernick. He stands at second base as the sole runner here for the Dons with 2 outs in the inning. Timler, first pitch swinging, high chopper to third, fielded and thrown over by Helke in time for the final out of the inning.
For the Dons in the 6th, 2 runs.
2 runs come across as the Dons take a probably temporary lead, 13-12 here in the 6th inning. As this game has gone, you're watching baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Say cheese! Kick things off on Friday, May 29th with the Mayor's Breakfast from 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. Then at 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for a night of family-friendly entertainment, including the play, Winnie the Pooh and Friends. The fun continues on Saturday, May 30th with the parade at 11 a.m. Afterward, make your way to Wenzel Family Plaza for more activities. Be sure to explore the craft show at Chestnut and West 3rd Street, and while you're there, stop by the Pie and Ice Cream Social at the Upham Mansion. Wrap up the day at the Outdoor Beer Garden, hosted by Nuts Deep 2, featuring live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business. On
Capitz and Thurs all due up for Wausau West. Both base coaches here for the Warriors have their winter coats on, as do many in attendance. Winter coats, blankets, hats. Trying to stay warm here as we have already ended the first week of May. By the way, spring started on March 21st. We're still living in winter. Ball and 2 strikes. Bernick to Robbins. High for ball 2. Which means it's still drippy nose season around here. 2-2. Chopper. Bernick has it. Tosses to Hargraves for the first out of the inning.
Next up, the left fielder, number 7, Alex Capitz.
The Warriors batted 4 back in the 5th inning, stranded 1. It was just the second scoreless inning for Wausau West today. Dons have had 1 scoreless inning, that the first inning. Otherwise, it's been all you can eat for both teams everywhere else here today. Capitz swings at the first. Ball and a strike now to the Warriors left fielder. Again, according to my weather app, some rain in the forecast late tonight and tomorrow morning. That one comes in for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Capitz. Otherwise, the rest of your Mother's Day weekend looks to be bearable. It's not warm by any means, though. I don't think there's spring in the forecast yet, but it'll also be better than 45 degrees. You know, we got to have low expectations, apparently, just to be somewhat happy around here this spring, this winter. I think we're in third winter. Is what they call it. 2-2. And hit him. So Capitz will head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Pitcher, number 23, Carson Thurs.
There have been a few of those today. So here's the pitcher now, Carson Thurs, as manager Jared Krusselt on his horse coming out to get that loose ball that I was actually closest to, but there's no way to get it through the fence. My hand can't fit. Usually that's the responsibility of the on-deck hitter, which in this case is Will Stengel, but he may not have realized that that ball had grown legs and drifted away. And then usually, on some teams I've been a part of, this is in the gap in left center. That's going to get down. Be a base hit for Carson Thurs. On some teams I've been associated with my life, the on-deck hitter fails to get the foul ball. It is one or some laps at the next practice. So I don't know what future awaits young Will Stengel at practice on Monday, but maybe. Stengel watches that one sail outside for ball one. So 1 out, 2 on. 9-hitter Stengel. Base hit back in the fourth from Will. That base hit came against this Ryan Burnick. This one will be up and out of play, back towards the track. A couple of kids having a picnic back there. Didn't know the ball was headed their way. There's a shaded tent between us and the track, and they were under the tent having a picnic. A picnic of candy and Gatorade, it looks like. A picnic nonetheless. Wild pitch puts Thurs to second. Capitz over to third. Yeah, it's actually a bubbler and cotton candy. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think is a good picnic? Like some sandwiches and some chips and fruit or something? Yeah. Cotton candy and bubbler, maybe not so much. For those kids, it's the best picnic they've ever had. So 2-2 now to Stengel. And look out, kids, look out. Yep. On the jumping pit for the high jump, and I think she just got stung on the elbow there a bit. It bounced into her, but still. Yeah, you play on the jumping pit, you don't know what's going on out here. Timler is going to fire home to Konechny. The tag is down, but the ball comes out of the mid of Konechny. The run of Capitz scores, and they're tied at lucky number 13. Timler's throw was on the mark, but Konechny's tag came down on the helmet of Alex Capitz. That, no doubt, made the ball pop free of the mid of Konechny. So Stengel to first, Thurs over to third. We're tied at 13 for the center fielder, Miles Waldvogel. Catcher Konechny tells his center fielder to back up. Or he was pointing to his second baseman to cover the bag. It could have been either. He was pointing towards second and center. Swing and a miss, the off-speed pitch. Waldvogel way out in front of it. So quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. 26 combined runs here, and it's the bottom of the 6th inning. More baseball to come. More runs to come. And there they are as Waldvogel delivers into left. Thurs skates home. Well, that was actually the courtesy runner, Marcus Koenig's, skates home. Warriors take the lead here in the 6th inning.
Number 14.
Second RBI today for Waldvogel. Stengel rolls into second base, and here's Cam Blasky. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's my inner dialogue coming out. Yeah, Blasky hitting. He turned on his warm-up swing, and I thought I saw a different number. Strike call to number 14, Blasky. That pitch high. One ball and one strike. Right fielder Cam Blasky. And fouled that one off of his right foot, probably his big toe on the right foot, and those hurt. That's an ouch. Yeah, it's just like stubbing your toe, except more sharp on the pain. Not as blunt on the pain scale, more sharp pain, and it hurts. And then it throbs for the next 2 to 3 hours. Ball and 2 strikes now to Blasky. Off-speed pitch, fielded by Bernick. And Pankratz dropped it at second, and everybody is safe. Error at second base, and the bases are going to be loaded for the shortstop, Joe Gravine. A dangerous bat coming here for Wausau West.
Next up for the Warriors, the shortstop, number 11, Joseph Gravine.
Our PA calls him Joseph. Is that how the lineup card was turned in? No, okay. But at any rate, Joseph Gravine batting. I'm going to follow suit. More fun. More fun to say that. Pankratz had thoughts of turning 2 there, most likely, and didn't do the first thing, which is to get the first out. This one driven deep center, going back, and that's going to get to the fence. 1 run in. 2 runs are in. Turning from third is Blasky. He will slide in, and a 3 RBI double from Joe Gravine. I mean, dare I say this one was just broken open in the bottom of the 6th? No, Braden doesn't believe it.
Warriors, number 12, Ty Teske.
He believes there's a chance for more Don's runs in the top of the 7th. So here's Ty Teske now. And I mentioned Gravine, a dangerous bat. Teske, the same. 1 out in the inning. And there is a drive from Teske. Deep into right field. That's going to get to the fence. Gravine will score easy. Teske, RBI triple for Ty. Ty Teske fan club erupts into cheers to my right.
Now batting.
Perhaps Mom Teske, I'm not sure. But on we go. Here's Marshall Helke. 6 runs across here in the 6th inning. And a strongly hit ball. How about 7 in the 6th as Teske scores easily on the RBI base knock from Marshall Helke. $19-13.
Now batting. Number 6,
Oh.
Robin.
Columbus Catholic just scored 25 on Monday. Yeah. They were over at Eau Claire Regis and notched 25 runs on Monday. They have scored 13 in this game, but the Warriors standing on 19 with 1 out here in the 6th inning. And perhaps there will be no at-bat in the 7th for the Warriors, but maybe there will be. But either way, 19 runs through 5 1/3. So there's the 10th batter of the inning, Roe Robbins. It's the 2nd time that the Warriors have batted around today. And it was a comebacker for Robbins that was the first out of the inning earlier this inning. This will be into right field. A long run by Frayne, and he's there for the second out. So perhaps a couple of unlucky swings by the catcher Robbins as he's ground out and flown out here in the inning. Doesn't need to use his courtesy runners, though.
Fielder, number 7, Alex Caput.
So here's Alex Caput for the second time in the inning. J&D Two Benders, founded in 1968, has stayed in the Felch family ever since as a locally owned manufacturer specializing in tube bending, welding, and cutting. Find and join the J&D Tube Bending team in the Schofield Industrial Park, jd2bending.com. Diving attempt by Frayne in right field, not able to come down with it. But another great, nearly great defensive play, great defensive effort, though. And through 5 2/3, I'll tell you, our Ridgetop player of the game through 5 2/3, Joe Gravine. 5 RBI today, 3 runs scored. Quite a performance from the plate by Joe Gravine. Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. That could change. Been a lot of offense today. This one off the handle, left side. Caput's, and be played by Eckes in shallow left field, and the final out of the inning, and it could be the final Wausau Warriors out from the bat. We shall see. The Dons are going to need 6 in the 7th to continue this one. We'll find out next on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Do we have drama lurking here in the 7th? We do have a new pitcher. The Van Machinsky coming in to hope to shut things down here for the Warriors. Shut these Dons down and give the Warriors a win on a wild game here so far through 6, 19-13. Do the Dons have a comeback in them here tonight? They haven't had to come back much here this season. They've been out in front for many of these wins. Been out in front bigly for most of the wins, but they'll need to come from behind here tonight. 2 losses on the year for the Dons, but loss number 3 is staring them right in the face as they'll stare into the face of Ben Machinsky. The right-hander coming on to look to get the save here. It'll be Carson Thurs. He's lined up for the win. Again, starting pitcher Marshall Helke off the hook altogether for the Warriors.
Now on the mound for the Warriors, number 19, Ben Machinsky. Leading off for the Dons is the catcher.
So the Dons, though, will start right in the meat of the order. 2-3-4. Konechny, Eckes and Frayne do up 2-3-4 for these Dons. So if you're looking for a comeback recipe, that's a pretty good spot to be in the order. But you need base runners. Down by 6, you got to have base runners first, and then you worry about scoring runs. Strike called. Mashinsky and the 1-1. Konechny delivers, center, going back, and a jumping grab made in center by Miles Waldvogel. Got off his feet at just the right moment to bring that one in, and there is one away here in the 7th.
Now batting number 20, Carson Eckes.
So Carson Eckes now. Eckes sees a ball inside from Mashinsky. A 2-0 to Eckes. Away, 3 balls, no strikes. Coming up next, our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fab companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. We'll talk to winning coach and player whenever this one might end. Braden thinks the Dons have runs left in them. It's possible, for sure. 3 balls and a strike now. Mashinsky to Eckes. And walked him. So a 1-out walk issued to Eckes. So Dons get a base runner. They're going to need a few down by 6. But you start with 1.
Next up, number 8, Nolan Frayne.
Nolan Frayne came on in the 4th inning. Second at bat today for Frayne. That's in and out of the glove of Robbins. The glove's getting cold. As the temperature continues to go down, that glove gets cold, a little stiff, ball pops out. I've seen it before. That misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. 6 of the last 7 pitches by Mashinsky have been balls. And another one low. 3-0 now to Frayne. Eckes on the bag at first. Here's the 3-0. Right down the middle. Frayne takes the whole way. Another pitch coming to Nolan Frayne. And he walked him. So Don's getting base runners. And here comes a big bat in Tyler Hargraves.
Number 2, Tyler Hargraves.
And that tying run, though, still deep in the dugout of Columbus Catholic. And that's exactly what Roe Robbins is going to come tell his relief pitcher here, Ben Mashinsky, is let's just deal with Hargraves. Nothing is, got everything right where we want right now. We're going to pitch to Hargraves. We're going to get an out. And we'll move to the next guy. Curveball comes in high to Hargraves. And another one high. Fastball this time. And Mashinsky all of a sudden having a challenge finding the strike zone. Bullpen is quiet now for the Warriors. 2 on, 1 out, and the 2-0. Inside for ball 3. Hargraves not likely to swing here on the 3-0 delivery. Again, the Dons need base runners. As Caleb Pankratz awaits on deck. And that low, and 3 straight walks after the loud flyout from Konechny. And the Dons have the bases loaded here in this top of the 7th inning.
Next up, number 13, Caleb Pankratz.
So here's Caleb Pankratz, and yeah, Braden has correctly identified the tying run's in the hole right now for Columbus Catholic. So a couple batters ago, the tying run was deep in the dugout. Now it's got a helmet and a bat on in the way of Holden Lomax. But this is Caleb Pankratz now. And again, now the mission for the Dons is got to keep the train moving. Got to get on base, move guys around. Here's chopped foul. And after 3 straight walks, it's Mashinsky on an 0-2 count to Pankratz. And the 0-2. And hit him. So that hit Pankratz. Run scores and bases stay loaded. Tying a run comes to the deck now, on deck for the Dons, and here comes John Albee. John's going to come and talk to his pitcher. I don't think a change is coming here, but he's going to have a talk with young Ben. And say, all right, fella, let's shake this off now. Let's just start fresh. Don't worry about it. We're going to start fresh here on this next batter. And let's throw some strikes. Because it was about that short of a talk. I mean, really, what else can you say? It's about it. Okay, so 1 across in the inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ryan Burnick now.
Now batting, number 25, Ryan Burnick.
Number 7 batter for the Dons. And he hits Burnick. Well, here we go. Tying run's going to come to the plate here in the 7th. John Albee's coming right back out. We're going to have a pitching change. So we'll step aside. We'll get that change as the Dons continue to mount a comeback here in the top of the 7th on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
All right, things have got a little spicy here in the top of the 7th inning, haven't they? All right, so we do have a new pitcher for the Warriors, Breck Blaubach. So Blaubach's going to come in as Mashinsky doesn't last the 7th. 5 walks, and Mashinsky's outing comes to an end. Bases loaded. It's going to be Nolan, yeah, it would be Nolan Frayne. I was looking for his pink bat. It's down in the third base coach's box. It's going to be Nolan Frayne with 1 out and bases loaded. And he will face Breck Blaubach. Brock Blaubach. I did not take hieroglyphics in college. I do the best I can here. Brock Blaubach will come on. It has come on. And try to get the Warriors out of this jam. Wausau West. Go ahead. Let's put the Wisconsin Valley standings back up, if you could, please, Braden. Take a look here at at the Warriors as this is what they're looking at. Is it 4 and what, Braden, overall? 4-11 overall. So looking for win number 5. Good there. Looking for win number 5 on the season. Here are the Warriors. So Blabach comes on and looking to nail it down. But tying run has appeared and is at the plate now for the Dons. Again, Columbus Catholic has scored in every inning except the first, and that includes this 7th inning where they have plated 2. Frame, chopper, left side. Ball is played in fair territory. It was likely to stay fair, and it is not able to be picked by Teskey at first. The ball bounced in. It'll be an error by the third baseman. So Carson Thurs bounced it into Teskey. So the error is E5. 2 come in, and Frayne rolls into second base. Game on now. Still just 1 out in the inning. Burnick over to third, and we turn now to Rocco Maher. The tying run is at second base. And they are packing up the concessions trailer. We get no cheeseburger today, Braden. Sorry. They pack it up. I don't know why. The Warriors might bat yet. We could have a between innings situation. People might get hungry yet. Low from Mashinsky, my apologies. So 2-0 to Maher. Rocco today, 3 RBI. Tying run for the Dons on second. And strike at the knees for strike 1. Mashinsky in the 2-1. Maher, foul. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Maher. And just missed low. Full count now. Mashinsky may have had a bit of an eye roll there, but he wanted that call. As he come in here with an out in the inning, trying to put an end to this thing. Full count now. And missed. Bounced it in, and Maher will occupy first base. Bases again loaded for the Dons here in the inning. That's the 6th walk here in the 7th. And we'll see the 9th batter of the inning. This is Devlin Timler. So the 9th batter of the inning comes up for the Dons when, they started this inning 6 runs down. Now the 9th batter, go ahead run is Maher on first. The needed tying run for these Dons is on second in the way of Nolan Frayne. And here's Devlin Timler, the leadoff batter for the Dons. Timler looking for a base hit for the Dons. And a strike tossed in from Mashinsky. Mashinsky and the Warriors still the chance to shut it down here. Dons still trail by 2, 1 out in the inning. Ground ball may end it. Here's the 0-1. Timler, and off the glove hand of Jared Kresselt over in the coach's box at third. He misplayed it. Error on the coach. It was sharply hit. I'll give Jared some leeway there as he was playing with just skin, no leather. Timler, foul tip, caught, hung on to by Robbins for the second out. Big out there for the Warriors. As we see Matt Konechny come up for the second time here this inning. He does so with 2 outs.
Number 6, Mac Konechny.
Dons need base hits now only to extend this game. Base hits or walks. Warriors an out away from turning in win number 5 on the season. Konechny, strike called at the letters. Mack in the inning flew out to center field. It was a deep flyout, but flyout nonetheless. That was flagged down by Waldvogel. At the eyes, ball 1. Bernick at third, Frayne at second, Maher on the bag at first. Don's trying to plate 1 or 2 here at this at-bat. And Konechny holds up on the curveball that bounced in. Walker, a base hit, extends the inning. 2 runs scored, extends the game into the bottom of the 7th. Wind has died off completely here in Wausau. And that one missed low. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Konechny. On deck hitter is Carson Eckes. (3-1). Mashinsky. He's ready. And he walked him. 1-run game here at Wausau West. Oh, that's Braubach. That's right. I'm sorry, gang. Yeah, Braubach walked him.
Now batting number 20, Carson Eckes.
So tying run now at third. As Konechny draws the walk from Braubach. Braubach threw it with all he had and bounced it into Robbins. Eckes walked and scored here in the inning. And out ends the game. Eckes reaching safely. It will extend this to the bottom of the 7th. That's what's at stake here in this at-bat. Braubach in the 2-0. Swung on a miss by Eckes. Got it past him. Eckes was swinging for the downs there on that 1-1 offering from Braubach. Low and away. Ball 3. Warriors in danger here of walking in the tying run. It's been all walks, no hits here in the 7th for the Dons. And there it is. We are tied here at Wausau West. So Eckes draws the walk.
Now batting number 8, Nolan Frayne.
Lomax scores the tying run, and we will need 20 on the board for somebody to win this game. How about that? Nolan Frayne gets a strike called from Braubach. 19-19, and we will play a bottom of the 7th here this evening. And strike 2. For the Warriors in the bottom of the 7th, Thurs, Stengel, and Waldvogel, 8-9-1 due up. See who the Dons send to the mound. Ryan Bernick was last there. The 0-2. Curveball, strike 3 call. That hit the outside corner as they ring up Frayne, and the Dons leave the bases loaded. They walk in 6 runs. They tie it in the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Warriors a chance to walk it off on Zaleski Sports, presented by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
You want drama? You got it. You want a potential for a walk-off win? It's here. You want 20 on the scoreboard? That's what it's going to take to win this one here tonight.
Number 23, Carson.
20 and nothing less than 20 will bring this one to a close in this, I said in the pregame, right, a very interesting non-conference game. Division I, Wausau West, 1,500 kids in the high school. Division IV, Columbus Catholic, 150 kids in the high school. I congratulate both teams for putting the game on the schedule. I think it's a great opportunity for everybody. And we got all that and more here this evening. 38 combined runs. It'll be run number 20 at least here in the bottom of the 7th to win it. Ryan Bernick pitches to Carson Thurs. Bernick, this is inning number 5. He's pitched 4 1/3, so he'll, into his 5th inning of work here, and it'll be a leadoff base hit for Carson Thurs. The winning run is aboard for the Warriors.
Up next for Wausau West, number 10, Will Stengel.
So Will Stengel. Now, does John Albee call on Will to bunt this one and put Thurs on the bag at second for the top of his order? That's right. Is the grass greener at the top of the order, or is Will Stengel your man? And Will Stengel's your man. There was no bunt shown, so Will's swinging away here. Stengel against Bernick today, base hit and a run scored, but this is going to be a fly out to Eckes, shortstop, as he drifts back into shallow left field. F6 for out number 1, and so we do get to the top of the order. It is, though, with Thurs still on the bag at first. Miles Waldvogel. Is he your hero on this Friday night? Waldvogel against Bernick. Strikeout, base hit, run scored. Seven runs for West in the 6th. Maybe a big reason why we're here. This one has a chance to get down in the gap. It will. It is to the fence. Miles Waldvogel. Around comes Thurs, and Waldvogel, your hero on this Friday night. Waldvogel hits it, delivers into right center as Thurs scores from first 20-19. Your final baseball score on this Friday night here on Zaleski Sports. Time now for the Merrill Steel postgame show. I'll be back with manager John Albee and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Miles Waldvogel, right after this.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our three facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Thank you, Braden. Coach right here with me, and then Miles, you can come stand up here with us. Yeah. We're good. Here in our Merrill Steel postgame show, we'll start with Wausau West Warriors manager John Albee. I said a fun one, a wild one. It took 20 wins tonight. You'd ask the guys in the postgame, raise your hand if you had an RBI. Most of the guys raised their hand, but you had to be happy with the offensive output here this evening.
Yeah, it was really good. I mean, you know, we've had some up and downs this year, but tonight we got the bats going, which is great to see. So yeah, I was really happy for them to get some confidence at the plate and put some stuff together offensively.
Yeah, we'll talk about Miles here in just a minute, but pitching, got to see some arms today. Guys got to work through some scenarios, and in a game like this, in a non-conference game, a great opportunity to go through some of those mechanics as well.
Yeah, it's a really good experience for the players, you know, to in these tight situations. We need to perform better. We have things to work on, but you know, they were able to come through in the end and get the win, so that was a positive. But yeah, some good experience in this game.
Leadoff hitter, traditionally a guy you want that can make some contact. Miles made contact tonight when it mattered.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of our fastest guys, puts the ball in play, and we put him there for a reason. So he did the job, and that was great.
Congratulations on the win, Coach. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
Bringing our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, Miles Waldvogel. All right, let's talk about plate approach, right? I mean, it's what we all think about when we're little kids. We're coming to bat, right? We got a chance to win the game. There you were. Just tell me about your plate approach. What were you looking for in that at-bat?
I was just looking for a pitch up and in. That's my pitch. I really like that pitch, and I saw one. I just mashed it.
I mean, and you did. You mashed it. I mean, to the fence. I mean, there was no doubt about that. So you're rounding the bases. Just thoughts on kind of being the hero tonight.
I don't know. Any one of our guys can be it. We can all hit the ball. I mean, Joe had one to the wall. Ty had one to the wall. We can all do it. So I was just in the opportunity, and I took advantage of it.
5 wins on the season. Maybe the season hasn't gone exactly like you guys wanted to, but can a game like this, I mean, some excitement, some drama, can that maybe be a spark to turn the corner?
I think so. That's probably our best hand game of the season. So we're going to hopefully try and carry that into the rest of the season and see how far we can go.
All right, I'll hand you the microphone. I'll get out of the way. You'll look right in the camera. Miles Waldvogel, and I'm in the house. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, okay? Yeah. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Miles Waldvogel, and I'm in the house.
Yeah, nice job tonight. Good luck the rest of the way,
Thanks,
okay?
sir.
All right, guys. Yeah, there'll be highlights of this game. Braden said who's going to make a highlight of a game with 39 runs. Somebody will. I don't know who it'll be, but you'll get to see those highlights on Facebook. We put the fun stuff on Instagram, TikTok, and X, and yeah, it'll be a great time. So more baseball coming tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. Find the full broadcast schedule at zaleskisports.com. Have a great night, everybody.